Ravens won the toss. They've deferred to the second half. Justin Tucker will kick it off. We're underway in the Charm City. Darius Jennings, deep man. Tucker booms it over his head, and it's coming out to the 25-yard line. Second playoff win in the last 16 seasons. Hand it to Henry, the NFL's leading rusher, at a modest gain of a yard and a half. 2nd and 9, play fake. Tannehill being chased down, and he connects with Michael Pruitt. Another tight end after making the quarterback switch, and a lot of explosive plays. Handoff. Henry runs into a crowd, and the pile is carried for 4 yards going up the gut. Henry remains in the backfield on a 2nd and 6. A.J. Brown, the motion man. Tannehill. The toss, and quickly swallowed up. Marcus Peters running over to hit Henry.
This is a 245-pound back in Henry, but he got his head and shoulders. And
play clock winds down.
And winds out.
We'll hear from Bill Vinovich, veteran referee.
Delay game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
And you give the crowd a lot of credit for that one.
From the gun, Tannehill steps up, delivers downfield, and it's incomplete. A.J. Brown, the intended receiver. Jimmy Smith, part of that star-studded secondary, and a Pro Bowler for the 3rd time in his 12-year career. Not much of a rush. DeAnthony Thomas is the deep man, angling over, bounces over his head, and Kern does it again. Flag down inside the 5. Titans track it down. 57-yard punt.
Illegal touch. Kicking team number 29. The foul occurred inside the 5-yard line. That results in a touchback. 1st down on the 20.
Now you can see just how far out of bounds Crookshank is. He's got to know he cannot touch this ball.
So the Ravens would have been pinned deep in their own territory. They're going to get some breathing room here. Mark Ingram, as they work out of the pistol. Nobody ran this formation more in the NFL than Baltimore. Jackson, pump fake. Jackson looking to run. Takes it to the other side. And forced out of bounds. This is what Mike Vrabel talked about. Make him run laterally. Do not let him.
Easy throws, and also let him run the RPOs that he does so well. And this is pretty good too.
It's Jackson darting upfield for a 1st down. RG3, Derrick Henry, Marcus Mariota, the others. On a give, Ingram spun down immediately. Titans were ready for him. No gain on the play. Who was part of the Super Bowl champion Ravens, now in his 13th year. Jackson sells the fake, tosses, on time. He hits Andrews, 12 yards, and a 1st down. Coverage from Kevin Byard. Motion man Boyle, give, Gus Edwards. Edwards takes it into Tennessee territory. A couple of good moves upfield for 19 yards. That's a nice option. And the Ravens in business at the 36-yard line. Give it to Edwards and trip. As he gets back to the line of scrimmage, that's it. Drive for the Ravens after the Titans were forced to punt. Jackson tosses high and intercepted off the deflection. It's Kevin Byard, and the Titans come up with a turnover.
Logan Ryan in chase position here, but you
After
can
the
see
interception during the return. Personal foul. Offense, number 8. Grasping the helmet opening. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. 1st down.
Wow, it's Jackson called on the twirl down.
Yeah, it was a horse collar tackle by Lamar Jackson. Watch that left hand of his. He'll go right into the back of the shoulder pads here.
Tannehill on a give. Henry is brought down after the gain of 3.5. Gene Steratore in a 2nd and 7 now for the Titans. A steady diet of Henry. 1st down run. Henry's a battering ram. He picks up 10. October of 2018, 7 carries, 21 yards. Henry's got a running lane, and Henry falls forward for 8.
Well, it's just a simple dive play by Henry, but he gets so quickly to line against this huge defensive line of the Ravens.
Henry again. Straight ahead, a dive for half a yard. If we feel it's 4 down territory, Tannehill out of the pocket. Tannehill gets to the line, and he's got a first down.
Wild card with his running
Personal
ability.
foul, unnecessary roughness. Defense number 48. Half the distance of the goal, automatic first down.
So you said Bill Vinovich's crew has called the least amount of penalties all year?
That's correct.
Well, they're hot today.
They are rolling.
First and goal for Tennessee. They're thinking touchdown right now on a give for Henry. And the second effort gets him inside the 5. They tend to cash in when they get to this part of the field. Inside the 5 on a second and goal. Rush coming. Tannehill has to eat it. Earl Thomas.
Never sees him. It's fortunate for Tannehill. He hung on to the ball as Thomas drops him for an 8-yard loss.
Third and goal, but back it up to the 12. Tannehill tosses end zone. Oh! Jonnu Smith, touchdown! Spectacular grab.
A brilliant one-handed catch in the back of the end zone, fighting with Carr there. The left hand goes out. Does he control it before he's out of bounds?
Now the fans just got to look at it. Tennessee now has 10 straight touchdowns on red zone drives. A plus 97 first quarter margin in the regular season. Joseph kicks it off to Anthony Thomas. This is returnable. The former Chief is ridden down at the 25-yard line. The longest in franchise history. Jackson on a give. Ingram, nice cut. Comes up just short of the 30-yard line. Jackson. Step and fire. Hits his man, Willie Snead. And he's got a first down out across the 35-yard line. They pick up 6 through the air. Broke Michael Vick's record for rushing yards in a year by a QB. And Jackson takes it across the 40 for 4. Touched by Rashaan Evans as Jackson was going down. But right now it's Tannehill and the Titans in front, 7-0. Quick give to Ingram. And forward progress will get him 24 on 4th down because they trust Lamar Jackson. 3rd and 5. It's going to be short of the line to gain. Seth Roberts, only 2 losses this year to Kansas City and to the Browns. Jackson trying to get there. Oh, this is really close, but the initial look is short.
Well, he doesn't follow Bozeman. He tries to cut up straight up the field behind his center, McCary. But right in the middle of that, remember we were just talking about Jeffrey Simmons. Well, Simmons defeated a double team, and that allowed Long to come through.
About as good a start as you could have for Tennessee. Tannehill looks for the home run ball. Separation. Khalif Raymond hauls it in. Touchdown, Titans.
Wow.
A deep one, 45 yards. Tannehill, a dime.
Khalif Raymond is 5'8" and extremely fast. Great move there on Humphrey. Watch him lay out and catch the ball with his fingertips for the score. Another spectacular touchdown reception for the Tennessee Titans.
Last 2 games, including the playoff game with a concussion. Extra point for Joseph. Rush anything. Play your game as Joseph kicks it off to DeAnthony Thomas. Thomas finds an opening, and he's hit from the side as he crossed the 25-yard line. That's
71 already.
First down for Baltimore. Fake it. Jackson turns and floats it. Dropped by Seth Roberts.
Now the Ravens just appear to be a little bit out of sync right now. That play by Vaccaro may have distracted Roberts as the ball went right by.
Last 12 games of the regular season. Jackson. There's the fake, but the Titans harness him in with Correa, the former Raven, D6. Play clock is winding down. Jackson, sideline route. And it was caught, but by a defensive player. So it's Sam Cook. Had only 40 punts this season because the Ravens were so good on offense. Khalif Raymond. Titans take over at the 28. On a give for A.J. Brown. Takes it to the outside. Cuts it upfield. And Brown, the rookie from Mississippi, who has put together a fantastic year. But you mentioned last week, not part of the game plan. Throwing was not really part of the game plan. He just had one target against New England. Handoff. Henry hurdles for a first down. New set of downs for Tennessee. Rush coming. Tannehill. Deep one. Incomplete. He rainbowed that ball over Tajay Sharp's head. Dennis Kelly in. Extra offensive lineman on 2nd and 10. Henry gets blown up in the backfield. Brandon Williams engulfs. They press the line. Tannehill from the gun. Protection holds up initially. Tannehill pump and throw, and he just sails it to the sideline. And Brett Kern on to kick it away to DeAnthony Thomas, standing at the 15 for Baltimore. No rush. High kick. Bounces through the end zone.
During the kick. Holding. Receiving team number 31. 10-yard penalty from the 20-yard line. Baltimore ball. First down.
And it doesn't help that this is their 4th possession, and they've started backed up on each one of them.
Ingram. Take the handoff. Jackson accelerates. Gus Edwards in. Jackson doesn't give it to him. Instead throws. Incomplete. Trying to hit Seth Roberts. Getting back out here. He got booed. The team got booed last year in that loss to L.A. Knocked away on the floater to the sideline. Marquise Brown, the intended receiver, and Tremaine Brock, who was a late season pickup. Greg Roman trying to dial something up to get this offense going. Jackson steps and throws. Wide open, caught at the 42 by Marquise Brown.
Well, he's got all the speed in the world. And watch how the Titans just dropping into their zones. Good clear out by Seth Roberts. That allowed Hollywood Brown to make that catch, get up the field. Best play of the night.
25th overall pick. First down. Jackson keeps. And not much there. It's Philadelphia a little bit with Carson Wentz. Knocked him out of the game. On a give to Ingram, turns it upfield. And Ingram picks up 3. As he's dropped just short of the 45 by Simmons, who was bouncing back from an ACL injury. Simmons, 3rd and 6. Jackson slings it to Mark Andrews. First down, Ravens inside the 30. 16-yard hookup. They go with a more traditional look with Jackson under center. Fake it, play action. Jackson downfield, and it was held up there for quite a while. Marquise Brown.
Now this ball fluttered. You can see it's out of spiral there, and Jackson had time to come over, but this is part of the game plan. We talked about Dean Pease' plan is to make Jackson throw the ball to the outside.
Denver the first with a foot injury and looked good last week in the win over New England. Fake it. Jackson tries to circle. Titans are ready for him. And he gets drilled by the veteran Logan Ryan. Of 3 for Baltimore.
Well, really good job of eyes by the linebacker Correa there as he held his ground.
Ryan had high praise for Lamar Jackson. He said it's like high school when someone just looks faster than everybody else, except Jackson's doing it at the NFL level. Drop ball, Willie Snead. The most accurate kicker in NFL history puts the Ravens on the board.
Is it in the booth yet?
No. It never made it out of the truck. Kickoff from Tucker. Jennings, return man. Can take this one out. Gets belted at the 19-yard line by Anthony Levine Sr. For an extended period of time. Fake it. On the boot. Smith gets leveled by Earl Thomas. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. We approach 5 minutes to play. First half here in Baltimore. 14-3. The Titans in front. Handoff, Henry. Henry takes it to the outside. Oh, the stiff arm twice on Thomas, and he's out of bounds. First down run for Derrick Henry.
Taylor Lewan, 77, and Roger Saffold, and then the vision to get to the outside, and then you don't want any part of that. One time, and another time just in the middle of the back on Earl Thomas.
First down for Tennessee at the 46-yard line. A jump on that left side from Taylor Lewan. And here's Vinovich.
False start. Offense number 77. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
He was 74% of the Titans' offense last week. Second highest all-time percentage in the playoff behind just Eric Dickerson. Floater. Caught by Henry. And he's hit down low by Justin Ellis, the man called Jelly. It happens.
No peanut butter.
2nd and 7. Henry, he was met at the hole. 3rd down here with 2:48 to play, first half. Tannehill on 3rd and 6. Out of the pocket. Tannehill delivers downfield. And it's dropped. Nearly caught by Corey Davis.
Bowser can't believe he didn't pick this off. Watch number 54 run with Davis. He locates the ball, gets a hand on it, and prevents Davis from making the catch. Great play by Bowser.
Thomas lets it bounce, and a wide decision. Touchback. D'Anthony Thomas called on the penalty for blocking after a fair catch signal.
And because he blocked it about the 10-yard line, it's a spot foul.
Ravens have all 3 timeouts remaining, 2.5 to go. First half, Jackson out of his own end zone hits Willie Snead for a 5-yard pickup.
As you can see, he has that wrap on there. We'll get something official at halftime for his status, fellas.
Justice Hill, who's in, replacing Ingram, takes it to the perimeter. Kevin Byard
had a nice catch on that low pass.
Hill's the rookie out of Oklahoma State. Jackson looks. Jackson fakes and throws it away. Ravens do get the ball to start the second half after deferring. Lamar Jackson hit by Correa.
Well, Justice Hill is in the ballgame as a pass receiver. He releases on his route. That allows Correa to take the inside route right to Lamar Jackson.
But forced Tennessee to use another one of those timeouts. 3rd and 16. Nope, they're going to throw it. Jackson hits his man, Seth Roberts.
Pass coverage. Jackson with a beautiful throw.
The drive continues. Jackson out of the pocket. Jackson looking for the angle. Now will toss it downfield and almost hits. Rookie from Notre Dame, 3rd round pick, number 80 checks in. Jackson squeezes it to Marquise Brown. Ravens trailing 14-3. 1 minute to play in this first half. Willie Snead trying to break away from Logan Ryan. Trying to work quickly here. Jackson from the gun. Jackson steps forward and will run to the outside. Jackson turns the corner on Evans for a first down. Going. And now the Ravens in Tucker range, and they still have 30 seconds to work with. Jackson brought down. Forces Baltimore out of field goal range. Right now they're looking at a 64-yard attempt. Jackson trying to get back the yards, and he does on the hit to Justice Hill. 3rd and 14. Jackson airs it out into a crowd. Oh, Marquise Brown! Hollywood! He snares it for the Ravens.
A one-handed beauty. Just outrunning Adoree Jackson. Snags it with his right hand absorbs the hit from Hooker and puts the Ravens inside the 5-yard line.
Incredible. The one thing you can't do is take a sack. Jackson on 1st and goal. Jackson stays upright. And he tosses it into the crowd. Tossed it away. It's a 22-yard attempt. Chip shot for Tucker. As time expires in this first half.
If he can't go, that puts the onus on Gus Edwards and Justice Hill. But Lamar Jackson with a great drive at the end of the half to get 3 points.
Anthony Thomas is forced along the sideline.
I feel like they found something in that final drive. They're looking for chunk plays out of the gate.
Evan, only the 2nd time this season they did not have a touchdown in the first half. The first was at Kansas City, which was a loss in September.
Last drive, beautifully executed by Jackson, especially on 3rd down.
Jackson has attempted 23 passes. Tannehill has attempted 10. Jackson, the hard cut to the outside off the juke move. And he's out of bounds for the Ravens. Jackson, shotgun, rush. He gets around it. Jackson trying to get there. And he's right at that line on the tackle. It is a 1st down for Baltimore. Jackson throws it. Incomplete, broken up. Nick Boyle. Andrews had 64 catches for 852 yards and 10 touchdowns, dealing with an ankle injury. Ingram back. Good second effort. Mark Ingram wouldn't go down on first contact. Mark Andrews and Hayden Hurst are both on the field for Baltimore. Hurst the motion man. Jackson, sidearm toss to Marquise Brown. And he's hit at midfield for a gain of 9. Austin Johnson got him from midfield on a 1st down. Jackson plenty of time. Broken up. Boykin, the intended receiver, and Adoree Jackson is there once again for Tennessee.
Good timing.
In this 3rd quarter, Tennessee leads the Ravens 14-6. Winner goes to the AFC Championship game. Jackson cannot turn the corner, and a flag thrown as he picks up 4. Rashaan Evans.
Holding. Offense number 89. 10-yard penalty. Repeat, 2nd down.
Marquise Brown is back in there for Baltimore. Shotgun on 2nd and 17. Jackson on the move. Jackson breaks to the clear. Jackson turns on the speed. And a somersault to the 27-yard run for Lamar Jackson.
But watch Rashaan Evans coming, and he misses him in the pocket. It's all over from there as he makes a couple more miss. Logan Ryan with a shoestring tackle, or this one might have gone all the way.
Involved here at M&T Bank Stadium. They'll quiet down now with Jackson running the offense. And a stoppage.
Green delayed, putting the ball in play. I tried to reset the play clock. Please reset the play clock at 25 seconds.
And he's a big part of this running game, guys.
Here's Jackson on 1st down. Jackson downfield, and he puts it over the head of Marquise Brown. 11th play of the drive. 3rd straight drive where they've had double-digit plays. And Jackson puts it on the money to Hayden Hurst. He works those tight ends and has so much trust in them. Kevin Byard from the pistol. Handoff, Gus Edwards runs into a wall and did not get there. And Jackson is going to come up short again. Tennessee.
As strange a quarterback sneak as you'll ever see. Look at the penetration by the white shirts of Tennessee.
Line stands defensively, building confidence. They've got a 14-6 lead now on the road, and they hand it to Derrick Henry.
And they're going to get a whole
protecting an 8-point lead. 2nd and 5. Henry again. Henry weaves through. And a little more than a yard. A long one. Hand to Henry. Henry handles the contact. And there goes Derrick Henry. Henry has got major speed for a big man. And he takes it inside the 10.
Smith, and then the little tiny crack that Henry gets through. He bounces off the initial tackle, and then there's that 4.5 speed for a guy that weighs 245 pounds. Just remarkable.
First and goal for Tennessee. To the bell cow, Henry. Falls forward, hit by Wormley for Baltimore. Dion Lewis comes in. Second and goal. Tannehill hooks a pass. Incomplete. Darius Jennings, the intended receiver. Direct snap. Henry, jump pass. Oh, trickery. Corey Davis, touchdown, Tennessee. The razzle-dazzle for the Titans.
Smith, their offensive coordinator, the execution by Henry. Look at that soft toss up over the top.
What can he do? Extra point curves through. What they've seen.
And Arthur Smith talking to him on the sideline. Brilliant play design and brilliant execution.
6:54 to go in the third. And the Baltimore Ravens are now in a 21-6 hole. Jackson tries to sidestep, and Jackson loses the ball. Titans got on it quickly. Jarrell Casey the hit.
Simmons has got it.
And Tennessee takes over.
Well, the pressure from Casey right there almost gets Jackson, comes back around, gets the strip sack, and then at the bottom of the pile, you see Simmons pull the ball away from Ronnie Stanley for the recovery.
14-year playing career. Pro Bowler with the Patriots in 07. Handoff. Henry. 4-yard gain as he will just punish a defense. Will hit the 6-minute mark of the third. Tannehill to the end zone. Jonnu Smith couldn't hold on a 3rd and 6 for Tennessee. Shotgun. Tannehill gets rid of it quickly. Brown, the catch and curl for a first down. Because he's big and strong, he can break tackles. First and goal. Give it to Henry. And he's dropped before. Second and goal. Give it to Henry. And Humphrey rides him to the sideline. Third and goal for Tennessee. Shotgun for Tannehill. Tannehill fakes the pitch. Tannehill, second effort, touchdown on a dive to the end zone. And the Titans are pouring it on here in Baltimore.
Receiver in his college days at Texas A&M. Watch the block by 64 right there on Fort. Enough to get Tannehill the yard he needed for the touchdown.
The Tennessee Titans have scored 14 points over the last 2 minutes and 38 seconds. The day before, succeeded Packers beat the #1 seed Atlanta Falcons in the NFC. Educational enrichment and physical fitness for youth. This year's winner will be announced at NFL Honors, hosted back in week 4. 4-yard pickup, now 2nd and 6. Oh, big hit.
Prior to the pass, illegal contact, defense, 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
First and 10 for Baltimore from the 34. Under 4 minutes to go in the third. Rushes on. And that pass is dropped by Mark Ingram.
Just want to break this thing.
This team is used to scoring a lot of points. Over 33 per game as Jackson time of possession category in each of their last 9 regular season games. And they were playing at a very high level. They just were not allowing touchdowns. Jackson delivers downfield to Boykin for a first down into Tennessee territory.
Titans are playing so much zone.
Jackson again. And he hits Mark Andrews. Jackson, not much of a rush. And it glances off his receiver, Willie Snead. Incomplete. Logan Ryan in coverage. On second down, Jackson hits Willie Snead, and Winner there will meet the winner of this one. Stepping in for the interception, Kenny Vaccaro. And the Titans come up with another turnover.
Now, Vaccaro only had one pick all year, and he reads this route, trying to get the ball to Miles Boykin on the outside. And another fingertip catch by a Titan, and another turnover.
28-6, Tennessee. Handoff, Henry. Derrick Henry. Stiff arm by Henry. And so methodical in how he does it. And he's doing it against one of the best units in the NFL. The Ravens ranked 4th in total defense. Henry again. Handoff to Henry. And he's crowded at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Owasso. Dominant running day. Tannehill timely passes. And that's incomplete. Tannehill was hit by Jalen Ferguson as he released it. Brett Kern to punt it. Try to place it in the corner. And this one will sail out of bounds, so we'll see where they mark it down that sideline. Tonight has been a serious struggle for this Baltimore offense. Jackson gets to the outside and decelerates as he gets out of bounds.
Absolutely working perfectly for this Titan defense.
Ravens moving quickly here. Toss to Justice Hill, but the team improved. Both sides of the ball. A jump on the right side of the Tennessee defensive line trying to get the advantage. Did Ronnie Stanley coax Harold Landry?
Neutral zone infraction. Defense number 58. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
He discovered that there were plenty of guys on the team on the same page with him.
Jackson. And it's too far for the speedy Hayden Hurst. Wild card games, and it pumped me up. I wanted to run out onto the field and play that night. Jackson stops. Incredible. Lee Woodyard is put on the highlight reel. 27 yards. But the Ravens down big here in the fourth quarter.
Well, there's 3 misses right there. There's 4. And then finally a push out of bounds.
114 yards for Jackson. First down toss underneath. And that's going to be no gain for Mark Andrews. Together for a moment. Didn't fully huddle. 2nd and 10. Jackson to a spot. Good hands by Boykin. 3rd and 1 for the Ravens. Take the handoff. Jackson will get the first down.
Precious seconds.
Jackson, the soft toss to Ingram. And it took 2 Titans to bring him down, led by Wesley Woodyard.
The composure part was so important to him, to his message to the guys.
And on a 2nd and 1, Willie Snead with the catch. Jackson, end zone, touchdown, Hayden Hurst. Ravens trying to climb back into it.
That gets by Vaccaro here, and then the adjustment to the ball thrown a little bit high and a little bit behind him. Great effort there by Hurst. Protection is there for Jackson, and a smart throw to put it up high to a receiver who's 6'4".
So they'll go for it here. Jackson spin and throw. Popped up in the air and then knocked away. Boykin could not secure it. Obviously it shows Baltimore's hand. And they'll try it again. Caught at the 10. And Khalif Raymond brought down short of the 20. About this one, we don't advance. If you don't advance, there is no Super Bowl. Derrick Henry just keeps getting better. And it's a 2nd and 2 for Tennessee. And Henry is stopped. Tannehill comfortable with a quarterback sneak. Changed everything, and it's been a renaissance for him. Tannehill on the move. And Tannehill goes down along the sideline for Tennessee. Now Henry gets hit hard. Henry had 182 yards on the ground last week against the New England defense. He has topped it here tonight against the Baltimore D.
And Baltimore's got to use a timeout, and John Harbaugh does just that.
86 tonight. Second down and 7 for Tennessee. Jump cut by Henry. Not a whole lot there. Handoff. And Henry is brought down. They got close. Kern gets rid of it. And it's coming out to the 20-yard line. Happening in the AFC. The 1 seed Baltimore, the 2 seed Kansas City. Chiefs still have to try to take care of business tomorrow against Houston here on CBS. Jackson buys time. And he tosses it away.
And them down now by 16.
Jackson's pass is incomplete. Mark Andrews. Baltimore beat Tennessee in 2018 regular season meeting in October, 21-0. Ravens had a franchise record 11 sacks that day. Willie Snead with the catch.
A scrimmage smartly.
Under 6 minutes to play now. Jackson with a high throw handled by Brown. Just inside the 48-yard line. 5.5 to play on a 2nd and 3. Nice move by Brown to get extra yards.
In the field. And we've got a false start here.
False start. Offense number 73. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Line since coming into the league in 2007. Jackson makes his move upfield. Making players miss and then working it to the sideline out of bounds. In a game. Jackson. Hurst wasn't looking. Timing was off. Sting. Jackson out of the pocket. Fakes the throw. And he's out of bounds. Right. 3rd and 5. Jackson spins. Looks downfield. Jackson still roaming, and he chucks it away. And this is your ball game right now. Jackson on 4th down. Broken up. Mark Andrews with 4:27 to play in the 4th. Give is to Henry.
Big part of the system.
When we asked Henry about last week, he said, we expected to win. And while everybody else was surprised about the result in New England.
This pass-happy league. It's old school.
That's run-happy for Tennessee. And just overall happy. Brett Kern to punt it. Under 3 minutes to play. Trying to keep it away from DeAnthony Thomas, and he does exactly that.
Lamar Jackson tonight, but also Deshaun Watson a couple times in the last month or so. Really had to help with the preparation. And then you have Marcus Mariota in practice.
Yeah, Vrabel said Mariota obviously gave him a great look. Hard to simulate what Lamar might find himself a situation like Ryan Tannehill found coming to Tennessee.
Finding the right system is so critical. False start.
False start. Offense number 83. 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
And you go up against a team that's hot and very confident. That rust is amplified.
Short toss, Justice Hill. Slammed down on the play by Vaccaro. And story in the NFL. 14-2 record, best in franchise history. First time they've ever been the top seed. And
got to give Dean Pease and his defensive staff a lot of credit.
Now under 2 minutes left. Jackson downfield, incomplete. But couldn't get it done when necessary, and 3 turnovers. Stubbed their toe time and time again.
For a while with that calf injury, tried to gut it out in the second half, but that really affected their rushing attack.
Yeah, no doubt. Jackson breaks away and gets hit down low against the Patriots last week. Landry had 9 sacks during the regular season. Jackson skies it, incomplete. No reason to put them in a situation. The Pittsburgh Steelers were trying to stay alive.
After what we've seen tonight.
They have to. Jackson on 4th and 11. Able the last two, and they pulled off a stunner. Have to go back to the 2000.